This is James Jokum, host of Webcomics Reviews and Interviews. Today's tip of the day: seasonal stories work. You should always be looking for ways to establish there's a little bit more going on in your universe than the readers are aware of. That is, they're seeing the itty-bittiest tip of the iceberg, and there's a lot more stuff going on out there that, well, they have no clue of or will never be able to actually see. They may hear about it, sure, but they're never actually going to experience what's actually going on out there. One of the ways you can do this is by establishing there's holidays. You can either have big festive holidays that the entire society as a whole celebrates. You can have more family-based gatherings, or you can even have more private things that just simply go on between like a couple. All of these are perfectly fine. What this allows you to do is take characters out of the situation that you're used to seeing them in and they're nice and comfortable with, even if it's, say, a training exercise, a battle situation, or even over at the workplace. Stuff that they have more or less some control over, and puts them into an entirely different environment. Part of this allows you to have a little more characterization and have a little bit more fun with their kind of interaction. More importantly, you can see how they interact as a group. Consider some of the best X-Men comics out there. For example, when they get together for Thanksgiving, you've got no powers football, you've got people getting around the table to eat, and you've got all these prayers going on, and you've got all this really cool little dramas going on between individual characters. They try to establish a slightly different hierarchy. On top of that, you get to see all these really big buff superheroes in more casual clothes. And there's just a certain level of awesomeness to that, especially from the reader's perspective. At that point, you're being able to see a little bit more what goes on in their private lives. On top of that, it gives you, as the writer, a chance to pair together people and put them into situations that you wouldn't normally have an opportunity to. For example, if you got a big bad family, having them get together for Christmas gives you a situation to get all those people together. On top of that, if you're trying to get a plot device into this situation, something that basically allows people to trade gifts, again, going back to Christmas, gives you an opportunity to introduce that particular plot device into the story, or that adds a little bit of symbolism, whatever. If you want to get two characters together and get them to have a little bit more fun together, Valentine's Day's work. The bottom line is that when it comes down to it, you're going to have to figure out ways to have a little bit more fun with your characters to show them that there is some actual characterization there and get them away from other people, or in some cases, get them into a big, huge crowd of people. If you want to do this and you want to have a little bit more fun with your world building, then just remember that seasonal stories work. If you like this tip and you want to hear a little bit more, please check me out over at Webcomics Reviews and Interviews, available at any podcast distributor near you. Thank you and have a great day.